Alright guys, I just got my Logitech G19 from Amazon. I ordered it with 3 to 5 day shipping and it came overnight. Because I live in Arizona, which is where Amazon is, so I get shipping like that. I already took it out of the box from Amazon because there's some sort of code under here and I'm not sure exactly what it does or what it is, but I don't know what it does, so I didn't want to show it on camera. So you get your keyboard, the cables go in there. On this side you have your power supply, because this keyboard is so advanced that it takes a separate power connector. It can't be powered through USB only. And I believe that this is some sort of wrist rest. It goes on the bottom and it helps angle the keyboard more, I think is what that does. I don't think I need that. So under there you go. Now we'll take this keyboard. Right out of the package. I'm probably going to leave that little protector on the screen for now, because it's so I don't scratch it and everything. Now the special things about this keyboard, there's 2 of them, actually 3. The first thing, first thing is these keys right here. All those are called macro keys, and you program them in the software so that when you're playing a game or whatever, you can press this button and the software will convert that one button press into whatever combination you want it to. So if you're playing a game that has like advanced key combinations to try to do something in the game, then you just press that one button and it'll do it for you. That's one of the cool features. Another thing is, wow, camera's out of focus, okay. Alright, another thing is, when you have this plugged in the software, you can change the colors behind the keys. So obviously it's backlit too, but you can backlight it in all different colors. And I think there's a couple different zones, and possibly even every individual key, I'm not sure. You've also got a screen, which you can program within the software to show you different things. You could program it to show you how many unread emails you have. You could program it to show you your system specs, like the temperatures and the percentage of your RAM that's being used or whatever. Or you could set it up, if you're playing a specific game as well, you could have a special mode where you change it over to, if a game like has a built-in chat where you can type to people on there and send messages to other people, you could have it display those messages on there. Another thing, this is a really big plus for me, depending on how much you listen to music. It might be different for you, but this is a volume knob right here. So you can turn up and down the volume right off this, instead of having keys where you have to keep pressing it to try to turn the volume up and down. You just scroll this wheel. And there's a mute button here too. Another thing about this computer, or this keyboard, is how the keys are like kind of the old style, the real big keys. I don't know how to describe it. As opposed to the newer kind of generation where everything's turning into the slimline keys like on laptops and the Mac keyboards and stuff. A lot of companies are heading towards that. And I kind of still like the feel of a nice solid key press like this. So that's another plus for this keyboard. As well as on here, right here you get the cables that come out, and you get 2 USB 2.0 ports. So I'm going to assume that those are probably going to be powered, considering that this keyboard does take a power supply. So I'm going to assume that those can run flash drives and iPods and stuff off of them. I'm going to undo this cable here, and you can see, actually you can't see. Okay, now you can see that there's two different cables. This is your traditional USB 2.0, traditional normal USB like you'd have on a normal keyboard. I'll put this tag back on there because I might need to read it later or whatever. But you've also got this barrel jack. That's what that's called, by the way. So what does that go to? Well, you plug in this little power supply and you plug this brick into the wall. And that's because with the backlights on this keyboard, the backlighting on this keyboard combined with the USB ports and just all the stuff on this keyboard, 500 milliamps from the computer is just not enough to power it. So this provides an additional, let's see if it'll go into macro mode here. Yep, 0.6 amps, so 600 milliamps, which is actually more power than the USB port provides. So combined, I'm going to assume that it uses power from both. So combined, that gives this keyboard enough power to run all of its lights and its USB ports and all the fancy stuff. So yeah, guys, this is the keyboard that I went with for my computer build. And if you enjoyed this video, please click the like button and possibly leave me a comment. If you want to see more of my videos, including the computer build that this is going to be part of, then please click the subscribe button. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in my next videos.